my name is Chuck, and I want to refute the claim of fact speech by Uriel Rodriguez. And first, how many people have Facebook? How many people check it every day? Okay, today most of the students procrastinate to study because they got distracted by Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and all kinds of stuff. Okay, Uriel's claim was that computers have improved the ability to learn, and his secondary claims were computers have improved the learning process of young children. Computers greatly help teenagers succeed in school, and computers facilitate learning in adults. I do not believe that computers have improved people's ability to learn. They ruin people's ability to learn. Okay, first, the evidence Uriel used is mainly about hypothetical evidence. It is not relevant to prove that computers have improved the learning process of young children. The evidence does not contain any kind of pathos, ethos, and logos. It is mostly from the writer's opinion. You need to state where the information came from, what kind of studies has been done for the data. Uriel said that children can express creativity through the computer software, and that access to online dictionaries help them to increase the word knowledge. However, it does not necessarily improve the learning process of young children. When the children use computer, they cannot think outside the box of what is given to them, given to the computer program. Thus, the children's creativity does not go farther than what they can do with the software. According to the health writer Christy Jernigan from University of Phoenix, children who frequently use computer are at risk for developing their vision, which causes difficulty in their schoolwork and children's ability to learn by reading. His secondary claim was that computers greatly help teenagers succeed in school. Uriel said that Baldwin-Park's standardized test score went up after using the computer program named Study Island. But the computer program called Study Island would not be the only source that boosted the standardized test score. The test would have been easier in 2011, or school would have focused more on the standardized test rather than the school's education in 2011. Thus, that data does not support that claim. I looked at the standardized test score of some schools that do not use the Study Island program, and those schools' scores this year have went up compared to their test score. For example, this high school in Irvine University High School's API score was 881 in 2007. In 2011, the score has increased to 911. Furthermore, Woodbridge High School in Orange County had API score of 839 in 2007, and it increased to 878 in 2011. These schools do not use the Study Island program and still show the improvements in their standardized test scores. So it proves that the computer program is not the main source to help teenagers succeed in school. Online search engines do not help teenagers to learn for research purposes. It would help the teenagers succeed in school works by copying and pasting the works other people already finished, but they would not learn from it. Okay, most of the teenagers today suffer from procrastination because they get distracted by social media. The ability to communicate with other people does not mean that it helps teenagers to succeed in school. His third secondary claim was that computers facilitate learning in adults. Uriel's supporting claims were pretty great, that adults can look up for instructional videos for cooking, home improvements, and healthcare related information. Nevertheless, there is no evidence on where he found the information or how they can learn from those videos. So I do not think that this evidence is credible. Websites might be the fastest and easiest way to find instructional information, but they are not the best source to find them because they are easy to be access, anyone can make videos about them, thus make the information not credible. It wouldn't help adults to learn proper information. The computer websites would be a good source to learn instructional information, but people get distracted to learn from switching on and off social network like Facebook. Dr. Larry Rosen from California State University, Dominguez Skills, and his research team observed nearly 300 students in the United States and found out that the average time students could focus on studying was 3 minutes. 3 minutes? Holy cow. The students were going back and forth on Facebook, wondering if their friends liked the post, profile pictures, and so on. As the studies have shown, computers distract people rather than helping them to learn. In conclusion, computers' decreased ability to learn does not help students succeed in school and distract people from learning. Thus, it should be a secondary option to learn and spend your free time. Thank you.
All right, I think you got a little distracted by the Facebook issue. It comes up repeatedly, and if you're going to use it, you need to have the data up there early on that shows that they do get distracted. You've got hypotheticals on how people get distracted by Facebook. The last piece of information that you show that you have that says that students can only study for 3 minutes, I did not hear if that was, it didn't, I don't know if Facebook was included in that study. If it's a direct quote, you need to make sure that you're quoting it directly. It sounds like it's an inference that you're drawing that it is a distraction that causes their inability to study for a longer period of time and not be able to focus on those points. I think that's a good general argument to be making, and it's a good argument that counteracts the advocate's claim about computers in general, but again, I think it needs to be developed a little bit more. You challenge on the first point, basically saying that it's a hypothetical. Okay, I can understand that particular point. You say it's only the writer's opinion. Well, if it's an informed opinion, I'm not sure what's wrong with that. I think the idea that they can't think out of the box, that's a good idea, but you don't have any evidence on that particular point. Your only evidence on this seems to be about their vision being at risk, and that's an interesting point, but that's a different counterclaim, and it should have its own separate declarative sentence to go with it. On the second point, on the success in schools, I thought that this was the clearest part of your argument and the one that you developed the best, because you did find some evidence that talked about how other schools have increased their scores without having to rely on this. By the way, I know that they increased their scores. I'm not sure how you know that they didn't rely on this study island technology. I think that that's something you need to be able to demonstrate to us. If you can demonstrate it to us, then I think that information on this point is the strongest part of your argument. All right, thank you.